Assalamu alaikum. I am Alvi Ahmed from Pune University of Engineering Technology, Pune. My registration ID is 06612. The problem assigned to me was a practical business challenge in a territory manager's day-to-day life. Here we can see the case overview. The tasks assigned to me or assigned to the Rangpur territory manager Tabassum was to identify impact, tail, and harvest outlets from the given table and also provide useful sales tactics to increase the sales rate. And the second task was to take measures to reduce the sales officer's attrition. So now the part of solution. First, impact, harvest, and tail outlets. These are the outlets which we can call impact, harvest, and tails. Impacts are those outlets which bring 50% of the business, and tails are those outlets which bring 20% of the business, and harvest are those outlets which bring business below 50% but above 20%. Outlets are those outlets which are growing their businesses more and more gradually. As you can see from this chart, there are four outlets which we can call these business growing outlets because their business has grown from 2021 to 2022. And the interesting fact here is 3 out of 4 of these outlets are B2B enrolled. There are some tactics for their sales growth to flourish more. Number one, product categorization. They should categorize their product in two categories: which products are selling well and which products are not selling well. If any product is selling well, they should increase availability of that product, and if any product is not selling well, they should increase visibility of that product, identifying the reason behind this and take necessary steps. Number two, customer engagement. Number three, increase high range products. As they are doing business already well, so it's time to move forward and increase their part in high range products. Number four, ensuring the use of Lever Bazaar app for outlet E782116 or 42. As we can see from the previous chart that 3 out of 4 outlets has been B2B enrolled, and this one outlet particularly has not been B2B enrolled, and that's why maybe it was in the bottom of the chart. Outlets that aren't doing well. In this chart, we can see all the outlets that has been in minus percentage between 2021 to 2022. That means their business have been falling. There are some tactics for boosting their sales growth. First, business dimension identified. Territory manager should identify if these outlets are small dimension or large dimension. If they are in small dimension, then they should use suitable products for their small dimension business. And if they are in large dimension, then what's wrong with them? And then such a large dimension product should be provided to them. Number two, discussing with business owners about their problems, products availability and visibility. If there are not enough available products or visible products in these outlets, then that can be a cause of gradually decreasing the sales. Territory manager can create competition or announce competition to reach sales target by giving various gifts like TV, fridge, etc. If any retailer increase the sales target before other retailers or in the certain time, then they can get various gifts. It will give them motivation to sell more and grow their business more. What we can take to reduce the sales officer attrition. To overcome the poor performance of sales employees, training sales employees. Number two, discussing out their problems and having their point of view. Number three, motivating them and making them feel comfortable, creating a caring situation for them. Weekly discussion. There can be a weekly discussion session where all of them can put their opinion without being judged. Overcome the barriers of relationship with supervisor. Number one, consulting with supervisor about problems. Tabassum should consult with supervisor if there are any problems. Number two, sorting out problems between supervisor and sales employees if there are any. Number three, decreasing the communication gap between supervisor and sales employees. Number four, making an understanding relationship between them by hearing their problems and giving solution to each other. Number five, arranging meeting session in regular intervals between supervisor and the sales employees. Number six, supervisor should motivate sales employees of outlets asking for credits. Number one, identifying the outlets which are asking for credits and finding out the reasons behind it. Number two, finding out if the retailer really needs this or not. Number three, figuring out if it's a regular phenomena or a one-time matter and taking necessary measures according to that. If it's a one-time matter, then Tabassum should consider this. But if it's become a bad practice and a regular phenomena, then Tabassum shouldn't consider this. And number four, pointing out the retailers and sales employees, whoever is facing this problem, and swapping between these sales employees. This swapping will make the outlets asking for credits less. Number five, introducing Lever Bazaar app to the retailers and motivate them to use this app by in-app discounts and offers. Number six, practicing advanced online payment through app or cash on delivery system mode. By these processes, if they're followed seriously, and then there would be no problem about outlets asking for credits. Thank you for listening to me, everyone. Assalamu alaikum.